You're watching Dr. Amir Sankofa Kwele live. Make sure you stay tuned, hit that like button, and subscribe. It's going down.
What up? I am Dr. Amira Sankofa Kwali, and I am here to, I don't know, shed my light on some things. And first of all, let's start with the shedding of the light of they call it, it's actually, I didn't put it in here, right? It's called the Tinder Swindler, and I just put Tinder Swindler. Okay, so I watched this whole dang on show on Netflix, and y'all, what do I have to say about this crap? Okay, let me. Okay, first of all, let's do some actual facts about it, and some of the actual facts or this. Number one, this. Oh God, why do people put dumb stuff on my post? Okay, anyway, so the actual fact is that this particular Tinder show or movie, conflict, documentary, whatever the hell mess you want to call. I'm sorry, I should call it mess. I don't think it was a mess. I just think it was. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about it. So it came out February the 2nd, 2022. So this year, right? This also was directed by some chick named Felicity Morris, and it was produced by Raw AGC Studios, Gaspin Media, and basically they were a group of people who followed who followed around a dating people who dating group of women who dated this particular one dude that they met off of Tinder. Okay, I mean that's just that's how you doing, CC? What up? What's going on, man? Now with this particular Shazmat, I don't know, y'all. So anyway, they kind of talked around, and it was two main women that they focused on. I mean, it was more women that had a little something to say, but for the most part, it was two main women that they. If you hear my son in the background, my little baby. So they focused on a group of a couple of women, two main women, but they had a few more that they necessarily didn't show. Now the description is not all the way right, because again, like I said, it wasn't a whole lot of women. Now on the terms of you add all the money up that this particular swindler got, then yeah, I could see it being millions. Now the producer was Bernadette Higgins. I didn't necessarily tell you that. In the distributor, this was a Netflix special. Okay, so the rating here on Google I see was a 4.6 stars. Okay, so out of 468 ratings. So these are the people that commented, and a lot of folks really enjoyed this Netflix. Now, according to Netflix, this of course was rendered. Okay, it's trying to make me sign into my Netflix. I don't want to do that. So if you have Netflix, I mean, I guess it's a worthy, look see at it if it's something that you want to know about, especially if you're in the dating world. It's something that can provide some educational information, I guess, about it. But usually, I'm just gonna be real with you. It does, a lot of times it does require common sense and just not being greedy. So what happened with these ladies? Well, the first lady, I don't remember the character. Character. She's really not a character, but I would say she's a character of herself. I'm sorry. She basically was, and these women are professional women. Okay, so basically they wanted to get on Tinder, and somewhat get to know, like, I guess they're trying to meet Prince Charming here. I think one of the ladies was about to delete her app or something like that, and she decided not to after she said, and then another lady said she was kind of thumbing across and looking through it, and she said, yeah, she judged it based upon that. So she's like an expert at she's alleged she's coining herself as an expert on date apps. Okay, so she said that she knows what to look for, because this is how she got her little platform together, as far as her dating platform together. So she said that she wants to have a social time where you can see her socializing with friends, because it makes her. I didn't don't quote me on the titles and the things that I say, but just I'm giving you the gist of it. Okay. So basically, she said, well, she wanted to give them the I don't want to say illusion, but I'm gonna say the illusion. She wanted to give them illusion, and she was really sociable. So she took pictures with friends or associates or whatever. So she posted that, so she looks sociable, that she gets along with people, right? So that'll also make an ideal person that you might want to date. Then she, had pictures of her professional look, had sexy pictures of herself, and basically, so because she's an expert at dating, so she knows exactly what to look for. Then she stated that when she would go on to look at, to privilege, sorry, when she went on to become a victim, I'm sorry, when she went on to the website to look for men, that she would look for a certain type of man, and basically she'll be like, ah, look at him, okay, yeah, no, swipe left, swipe right, no, yes, oh no, no, that's not gonna work, oh yeah, here we go. And so she come across this particular guy. I don't even remember. And so I think this lady, and all these folks are in different countries. Okay. So keep this in mind. These folks, how are you doing, creations? What's going on? So basically, she was in this little thingamajig where, she's in a different country. I forget which. I think she was in shit. I want to say, I don't remember yet. Is this a big deal? Do y'all want me to tell y'all what country she's from? Does that really freaking matter? I don't think it does. The bottom line is they were all from a different country. So she came across this guy, and he was, I don't know, I don't really have no judgments on his looks, but he looked expensive. Now I do have judgment on that. Now I'm talking about in terms of his looks, like whether he was attractive, whether he was handsome, not handsome, cute, or whatever. So she came across his profile, and she was like, ew. Basically, I'm gonna tell you on layman's terms, y'all. We're gonna speak layman's terms on this channel. I'm gonna tell you on layman's terms. Basically, he looked rich because all of his photos were shot at like a club, an expensive club, or an expensive hotel. And obviously he will be at like expensive stores, and he will be getting tailored suits, and most of his video shots was there. And so for me, if I were talking to a client and they would talk to me about, well, how would you feel about a man who, I'm like, well, he's too flashy and he's trying to sell you an illusion. That would be the first thing I would tell a client, like, nah, that's not really the type of man that you really want, because he don't have it like that. You can already tell if he got to show you all this flash. I mean, it's okay to show like, hey, look at me, I have a business, or look at me, I have, certain things, but you can kind of tell the illusion. So basically, he already, okay, so she already was attracted by that. So she sends him, they start, liking each other. And he said, well, hey, meet me at this hotel. On day one, y'all, her first date, he takes her out of the country. He takes her to a different, on a plane. He takes her to a hotel. And he has his child and his baby mother with them. So right there, you already know that is really wackadoodle. Like, why in the hell with this dumb? Oh my God. Like, why? Listen, ladies, rules of dating. You know, now if you plan on having a one night stand, cool, but I wouldn't advise you to sleep with somebody on first night. And I damn sure wouldn't advise you to go to a different country, state. You don't even know. This is dangerous. Danger. Like a red flag should have went off in her head, like danger. Yes, he was showing off. Absolutely, CC. The point is, you already know, if a man already is that forward to invite you somewhere to an out of town trip on the first night. Now I can see a month a month or more, maybe that is something I wouldn't be that quick to go to something like that. Maybe 6 months. I would really take 6 months time to go out on a excursion with somebody like that, because people are crazy and people will certainly kill you, because that's what happens a lot on these dating sites, right? So she goes out of town. Listen, y'all, listen. I mean, first of all, I'm not getting ready to go nowhere with you and your child's mother. That is ridiculous. Like on the first day, I mean, I'm just now meeting you. We're supposed to be romantically wanting to connect. We like each other, we're feeling each other, so now we want to meet. And your child's mother gotta come now. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's like right there. So then meanwhile, he is supposed to be like a jeweler. Oh yeah, and she googled him. He's supposed to be like a type of a jeweler. His parents were really well off. She googled him, okay, and her googling, it said something about they were like on they were being looked at or whatever and investigated for some criminal activity. I mean, she went anyway. You know why she went, y'all? I'm gonna tell you why she went. She went because she's a gold digger. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it real. Now, y'all can sit on this channel. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting a man that got money. I mean, she did mention that there's nothing wrong with you wanting something better and wanted a man that got a little pocket change. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't, broke them don't get you anywhere, right, Jazzy? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real now. However, um, she definitely saw you. You can't be to the point where you see exactly. See, she did see money. You can't be to the point where you just so focused on the money where you can't even focus and think straight, because a person has a lot of cheese, now a lot of cheddar. Now you can't get to the point where you can't even focus on just your common sense, because a person is a billionaire, a millionaire, or however much, a thousandaire, or whatever. You can't get that focus, because guess what? That lands you into a place where you might not want to be, right? So she goes away. She talks to his child's mother, and then she's like, "Oh, he's a great father. It just didn't work out with us. Yada yada yada." Right? That's the only investigation she did. So of course they slept together. She gave him the pocketbook. She gave him a little pocketbook. She's like, "Here, you can take my pocketbook." She was probably throwing that pocketbook at him, because she was kissing him all in front of the child's mother. It was just weird. So she goes on this date. I mean, to each his own. I done did some things probably not the normal person would do. You know what I mean? This is a little dangerous. And I probably have done some dangerous things in my youth. But good Lord. Anywho, You know, I'm making greens right now. I'm making some kale greens, and I'm getting ready to saute it and make it really good. It's my greens to be good. Anyway, so right there, it was strange. So of course he paid for everything. It was expense paid. He paid for everything. Yada yada yada. He's supposed to be this, tycoon dealer from his parents, and his parents is allegedly under this investigation of something where they was scamming or doing something. I don't know. Anywho, so she googled and found this stuff out. She still went on a date with her dumbass self. So she goes out on this date and she starts, over. I'm talking about out the country, okay? I mean, what? I mean, to another out the country. I don't know. I don't remember. So anyway, from there, she had heard from him a little while. He would text her. Yeah, she's like, I'm kind of feeling you. Basically, he said, yeah, I'm feeling you too, boo. He was like, hey, well, you want to be my girlfriend, and I need her right now. Loving and kissing and holding you tight, keeping you warm, yeah. I need a girl who feels like I do. Okay, anyway. I forgot where I was at. What's up? What's up, Brighter Life? What's up? Hello, Amira. I'm listening, but currently in the salon, so I can't type. That's okay, Brighter Life. Keep listening to me because I'm, me and these antics, okay? So I'm all like, okay, so I'm looking at this. My husband kind of in and out of conscious because I got a working man over here. What's up? Don't tell the I know your name. Don't need no man telling me I do. Anyway, what's up, girl? How you doing? Anyway, so right there, he's kind of in and out of consciousness. So he woke up, he's like, gold digger. And then he's like, go back to sleep. It was hilarious. I wish I would have taped it. But anyway, if I could tape half of the conversations that my husband and I have, the zany stuff, our zany relationship, I'm telling you. But I want to put it on YouTube, though. But it's just funny. If I could just tell people the stuff that me and my husband be saying to each other, it's hilarious. Anyway, so I'm like, okay. So I just started laughing. I was like, yep, you guessed it, gold digging. So anyway, she's like, of course, I would love to be your girl. I think she sees him again. I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of fat. I ain't gonna lie. I would tell y'all about this damn story. And I'm fast forwarding this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's exactly that. I'm all like, man, this girl is dumb. So bottom line is, meanwhile, in between time, he checking for this other chick, and she's also a professional. So let me just get to the point of it. Okay. So of course he's sending her pictures, and he's like, "Hey, I want to move in. Let's move in together." Y'all, it wasn't even a year. Oh my God. It was like these women are like my Jazzy Life and Chrissy and Liv's like, man, I could not move no man in that quick. These chicks is crazy. Anyway, so they didn't even have children though. So let me make sure I make that abundantly clear. They was like backies, y'all. These was backies, okay? From I forgot what country they were from. They from different countries or something. Anyway, and so he was different from a different country. So what happened? He was like, I want to move in, go looking for an apartment, go find an apartment. So she was like, cool. He's like, I send you the money, yada, yada, yada. We'll buy furniture. So she goes and looks for an apartment with her dissy ass. And keep in mind that the other lady did the same thing. So he had all these women doing the same thing, okay? So then she goes and look for an apartment. He's like, cool. And right a little while later, he's like, his bodyguard sends her a picture of his head busted, and then they're acting like they're in an ambulance, and he's like, oh my God, they're trying to kidnap me, and she's in his house or something. I don't know, y'all. So she's somewhere, and he's like, get out the house right now because they're coming. The people that's trying to rob me and get me or whatever and assassinate me. I mean, it's something about Israeli, y'all. Okay? So here she goes, like, oh my God, I have to go. And And he's like, oh, they got my bank account tapped and trapped and all this other kind of stuff. I need you to go ahead and get a credit card with your name on it, and and I'll pay you back anything I do. I just can't use my credit card because they got a hold of my credit card financial information, and everywhere I go, they track me and they track me, and my body going to get beat up. Meanwhile, he sends the same picture to the other people. Okay, y'all. They just can't. I'm like, I'm from, I'm dipping and dabbing into the streets. You know what I'm saying? If I just told y'all my life, y'all would be like, wow. Listen, listen, ladies and gentlemen. No way. I would be like, well, okay, well, I ain't getting no credit card. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So what happened was these dumb dumbs sent him. They got credit cards. Of course, guess what he do? He spends and charges all up. So basically, how he's getting all this money. The bottom line is, let me just get to the point of it, okay? I got to get to the meat of the situation. I'm a meat, giver. Pause. That don't sound right. I don't even eat meat, first of all. But let me just not say. Let's get to the meat of the story. Let's be clear, because that's pause. That it sound right. Oh my God, y'all forgive me. Anyway, that was funny, but not funny, y'all. So, anywho, bottom line, he was taking all these women money and spending on each other. That's how he was able to get planes and all this other stuff that rich people have and have all these brand new clothes, right? So he does all of this, and basically one of the girls snitches on him, and he wanted in different states. He changed his name, and he was going to change his name, and the girl called him out and got him arrested. And he didn't know until this documentary aired that basically this is what happened. So he supposedly had got convicted. Finally, went to jail. Girl, less than a month, less than a year. I mean, God, he served less than a year. He gets back out. Now he's a life coach or some kind of coach, making some good money, and he's dating this a sweet model. End of story. Okay, listen. No, transfer all your money to me. That's what I'm saying. So, in the story, what the bottom line of this story is, and why did I decide to do this damn video about this stupid ass documentary? Well, it wasn't really stupid. It was just they got on my nerves. The women got on my nerves because it's like, God damn, y'all can't see this shit. The bottom line is for me is that you have to be careful to the point when you see, just because something has a little something, or somebody have a little something, don't be too quick to do it. I mean, we've done it. I mean, some women did it in the hood. Maybe dated a drug dealer or two. And guess what? I went to school. I'm not gonna name no names, but I was in a situation where I knew a female who went out with a drug dealer, and he used her body. He was getting shot at. He used her body as a shield. Okay, so, and she really, she cared about him, but it didn't start off as her being in love with him. It started off for her wanting to have a new car and brand new diamonds and all this other kind of stuff. Now the dude then got killed too. She did, and the children that they had, the children she had with somebody else, and the children that she had with him, grew up without a mama or a daddy. Layman's terms. So the thing is, it makes sense to just be careful and don't get it twisted. I like a good old man, a hard-working man with money. I don't want no con artists, first of all. Secondly, I don't want no man that just want to move in with me so fast. I'd rather have a man that's apprehensive about me and me being apprehensive. You know what I mean? What did CC say? Okay. You choose to do this as an eye-opener to some gullible individual. That is absolutely true. It's like, come on, ladies. Let me tell you something. Please. I sound like James Brown, though. Please do not just bring a random, as Lala would say, Don't bring a random into your career, because exactly that. He is a random. And even if you know about him having a record and this and that, you still have to be careful, because you can get killed, murdered. And these ladies, by the way, were out millions of dollars due to this situation, and they never got this back. One lady told him he was gonna leave with her, so he took all his clothes, sent all his clothes to her. She called him back. Now this was the good part about this. So he took all her, he sent all his clothes. He came there with his luggage. I mean, it's a lot more to what I'm telling y'all, but I want y'all to watch it so y'all can laugh, okay? And be like, wow, be like, wow, and be like, man, okay, this is a definitely good conversation that we can have amongst us in the community, right? Um, what happened was he brought his clothes to one of the ladies, and like I said, dude had expensive taste. So what she did was flip the clothes back around, ironed them, and created a business. He said, well, hey, go ahead and sell these clothes so we can make a business, so we can get some more money. She said, cool. She kept the money for herself. I said, you go, girl. This is what I'm talking about. That other lady was out millions of dollars. She didn't get nothing. That lady took their clothes, and he kept calling her like, bitch, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to fuck you up. You don't know who you fucking with. So meanwhile, the bodyguard didn't do no time. He did like less than a year and get out, have more money than what he had before. And people are buying his classes, because he do classes. So people are buying his classes, and he using his real name and everything. And he declined to be interviewed for this so-called documentary. So there you have it, ladies, and even gentlemen, because people can't con you off of these sites. So be careful. Just like Chrissy had to learn, that man to take all of her information up in her house. That was nuts. I don't know why she would take a chance to do it again. Then the second thing, Jasmine, apparently this guy didn't want your ass. He didn't want you, because if he wanted you, you wouldn't have to beg him to get with him. Why are you? That's why people say you got male, you act like a man. I didn't say you look like a man. A lot of people say you look like a man. I never said that. But what I did say was that you do have male energy. And hell, I used to be a tomboy too, so I get it. What's up, Mary? How you doing? But it makes sense to be careful in going on these dating sites. Because, I mean, just think about it. If that girl had left with them and that man killed her, then it's like no more. It don't make no damn sense. You don't know these men, like as my mother say, from Adam. And you taking them into your crib. You taking them home, you giving your information. This guy had all her information, but still would use her damn credit. Messed up her credit, maxed all of her cards out. You hear me? Put her in a bad situation, and she's still trying to recover from her credit card. That's how you have to be careful with that. Even like really inviting people in your home. I don't know what Jasmine crazy. She had lived life in her home. Live life strikes me as one of those type of women who will mess up your credit, who will take all your stuff. If I was to ride better be cool. But she got all your information, and she probably using all of that. She already tried to ruin it with that car, with that cheap ass. With that old school Mercedes. I ain't gonna call it cheap ass because I got an old car myself. But it's bought and paid for. I ain't still paying no note on it. For God's sakes. Anyway, like the damn video. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I thank you all for coming in, chat with me. I done fixed my little plate. I got my little good food going. Let me tell y'all what I've made. What you doing in there, boy? You better not download no game. Right, man. Let me get him together, y'all. Because he looking sneaky. You know how your child looking at you sneaky? Anyway, thank you so much for subscribing. Please like and share my video. Let's get up to en route to 1K, all right? Y'all help me get to 1K, please. Help me, please. Help me, please. I got a bed. Anyway, thank you so much. Please check out my website, www.ask314 or euphoricenergyllc.com. One is for my psychic life coaching, etc., healing website. The other one is for my herbal healing, etc. Basically, I'm a healer, okay? Dr. Metaphysics, healer, life coaching, extraordinary, and stuff like that. I give advice and I make it so common and common sensible, and I don't have to put big words on breaking down what you need to do for your healing apparatus. All right. Anyway, thank you so much. You enjoy your Saturday, Dove. All right. Well, let me get up out of here because I got to go in there and see what that little boy doing because I think he's being slick. I'm just going to tell you the truth. All right, y'all, here we go. Check out my commercial.
Death is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The cemeteries are full of people who've passed from a preventative illness. With the correct approach, you not only extend your chances of preserving your life, but you will improve the quality of your life with a natural approach. The earth provides energy healing herbs for the benefit of mankind.
Hello, I'm Amira Senko for Kwali here at Ask Life Coaching Ministries. We're located at 1921 West Broadway. We've been in the healing business for over 20 years. To order my products, go to www.ask314life.com. I'm available 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. No machine.